So I read the comments. I see, CJ, I see people down in the comments say, oh, more fish videos, more salmon videos.
They say that all the time.
They always say it. You out there, I'm sure someone watching right now has said that in the comments before. No one watches them, or not as many. It's not as searchable. It should be. I'm gonna tell you a few reasons throughout the episode why salmon is so good for you. I'm gonna show you guys a salmon, what was I just calling it? A tapenade. Tapenade. A salmon tapenade. This could be a light dinner. For me, this could be a light dinner, or a heavy one if you eat 6 of them, or a great appetizer. It's certainly like a showstopper if you have a bunch of people over, you want to show off a little bit, but all simple techniques, all things that you can do. Let me show you how I like to do it. Now the first thing we're gonna get started on is our tapenade, and I'm sure you've seen in the past I have done tapenade. If you don't like olives, skip this video, go watch one of CJ's. But this is like olive heaven, right? I'm using a few different kinds of brininess here. That's the wonderful part about olives, the brine, that saltiness. It's a richer saltiness than just salt. I mean, this is really simple. It's Kalamata olives. We've got some green olives. All of these are pitted, of course. The julienne sun-dried tomatoes are kind of just adds another layer of wonderful flavor. No brininess there, but a bit of saltiness, and some capers. We're gonna chop all of that together. Don't go too crazy with it. We just want a nice rough chop, but we're not blending it, right? We're not in a food processor. We don't want this fine like a puree. We want this like a rough chop. Now to that, I'm also gonna add, let's do some fresh garlic. Mince that up nice and tiny. If you want to, you can chop the basil and the garlic at the same time. Real tiny, again, you want everything to be roughly the same size. Now this last little thing I like to do, I like the juice of lemon, but also the zest. So this is actually called a microplane. It's not a zester. For everyone out there calling it a zester, it's a microplane. Get some of that zest into the bowl. This is gonna bring out the kind of a brighter flavor, much richer. It's gonna make the richer flavors brighter by being, you know what I meant, CJ.
Sure.
He knows what I meant.
Yeah.
Hit that with a bit of salt and pepper and a bit of olive oil, not too much, and give it a mix. That is it for that. Now it's time to work on our salmon. You definitely wanna have skin off. However, my butcher did me wrong. You see this, CJ?
The butcher?
The butcher, look at this little flop, little flip flop
weak,
right here. So just so you know kind of the anatomy of the fish, this is where all the fat is, all that beautiful, wonderful flavor. I'm gonna trim it just to have a better look, and this is gonna be chef's treat. Now this is skinless. I don't want any skin, so here we go. Well, they left a little bit for me. That's all right. That looks really, really good. If you honestly think about like, excuse me, when a bear or a wolf gets a salmon, what are they going through first? They want that belly, they want that fat. It's just absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Now to this, we don't want a ton of salt. Salmon is pretty sensitive to salt anyway, but we have all of that saltiness in our tapenade.
So you're telling me this is
we don't
a
want
sensitive fish?
It is a sensitive
Like
fish.
an emotional one?
Well, you know, it's a support salmon, perhaps. It's going to support a healthy diet and good mental health. I told you I was going to mention it earlier. Salmon is so good for the body, for the mind, all those wonderful things. Very, very light seasoning, salt and pepper. The majority of our flavor is going to come from the fat, natural fat of the fish, and that tapenade. Now, I've got my griddle at low. Let's go up to medium. Let's do a bit of oil, and I also want to do some butter. It's all the fat in the butter that'll burn, so mixing it with the oil, it's gonna give us all that beautiful butter flavor, and we don't have to worry about the butter burning, which is nice. All right, now with our salmon, we're gonna go right down in that bubbly gold. Now the side that the skin was on, we're going presentation side first. CJ, can you see that? Just to show you at home. So this is the side the skin was on.
Yep.
The other side is our presentation side. You always wanna start fish presentation side down. So here we go. Oh, you beautiful thing. Beauty. All right, let that cruise. Oh, chef's treat. How could I forget? Here we go. That'll just be for me. Just for me. If you want to, you can add some fresh oregano. Don't peel the leaves off. Just toss the whole little stem right in there. It kind of like flavors the butter as the salmon's cooking. Now the next part's pretty simple. We're gonna get our tomatoes ready. I've got 2 different kinds of tomatoes. I really love these sugar bombs. They're just like a really good pop of tomatoey flavor. Just cut them in half. You can cut them into quarters if you'd like, but I want a big, bright punch of tomato flavor. I've also got some other fun little cherry grape tomatoes, some yellow, some orange, different colors. Just makes it more fun and appealing on the eye. Chop those up a decent little bit. And then we gotta slice our bread. I go like 1.5 inches. We don't want it to be like a cracker. We do wanna toast these. Toast it in some of that butter and the oil as the salmon is cooking. You just don't go too far. You don't want it to be a stale, like day old. You want it to be a little fresh, have a little like freshness to it. Toast those on both sides, and it's pretty much time to plate. We're already winning. At this point, we are winning. I want to go one step further. I was at the grocery store this morning, pulled an audible. I found these gorgeous little quail eggs. They're so darling, so cute. We're gonna do a little fried quail egg as like a garnish over the top. Now, I actually haven't cracked a quail egg in a hot minute. Let's see how we do without burning myself. Come on.
Not a lot of latitude for not burning.
Come on, little guy. I'm gonna mess up the first one, CJ.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be flawless. Look at that cute little thing. Look at that cutie.
What in the freaking point?
Little cutie.
Why would you do this when you could just do a bigger regular egg?
Because these are tiny and cute, little, yellow.
Yellow?
Oh,
Dude, you got
okay.
quail egg on you.
Yeah. All right, I messed up the second one. That's fine. It's fine. It happens on occasion. Maybe we'll just do one as a garnish. Maybe be a little more aggressive with it. Oh, there we go. If you can find, like, I don't know if you guys do this at home, but like finding fun little things to play with. Oh, there's shell. Come on. I am struggling with my quail eggs. No! No!
I'm enjoying this so much.
Oh, this is terrible. I just crushed my cute little quail egg. See if I can save it. I'm just gonna give it a little nick in here. See if I can separate it. Okay. Here we go. I feel good about this one.
Do you?
No. Oh no!
Oh, no, that's not good.
No! All right, we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one. You know,
I'm relishing in this
it's
brilliant
fine.
moment.
Yeah, I bet you are.
I think
Look at this. This is a
just a whites only.
Yeah, you know.
For a healthier option.
Actually, I feel like we're there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this. Oh, I'm gonna use CJ Frazier's trick right here. Check this out. Leave it on the spatula.
You're welcome.
I learned it from that guy. All right, let's plate these up. Very, very simple. I'm gonna start with. Oh, you know what we could do? I wasn't gonna, but now I'm gonna. Sometimes, like even with the quail eggs at the grocery store, you want to change things up a little bit. Let's add our tomatoes right into our tapenade and just give it one quick little toss. Mix everything together. You know, there's a lot of that beautiful liquid in our tomatoes. That'll start to mix, almost like creating our own sauce, which is nice. Oh yeah, I dig that. I dig that. All right, now we're gonna go on top of each. Now again, remember we talked about how briny and how salty the olives are gonna be, so we don't need any sauce. The tapenade is the sauce, and it's, oh, beautiful. So stunning. All right, let's put that over top of each. Again, you could be winning right here. If that's all you did, you'd be winning. But we're gonna go further. We've got that gorgeous salmon. Just break it apart with your hands and kind of evenly distribute, just a little piece here and there. I mean, if you wanted to, I guess you could serve a larger piece, like if it was like an entree, but breaking it up tiny like this just makes it look stunning. Absolutely beautiful. That's the magic, CJ.
I'm actually wondering what we're gonna do with the single egg.
It's gonna go on top of one.
Ah.
See?
Tapenade.
Mm-hmm. Slightly beard unfriendly, but that's okay. First thing off the top is that beautiful fattiness of the salmon, which is a good thing. Very, very good thing. But then all that saltiness pops up. We didn't season our bread. We lightly seasoned our salmon. Ton of saltiness in that tapenade. I'm gonna start calling it tapenade, CJ.
Tapenade, dude.
So good. And you know what? A fun little trick that I executed so perfectly on the egg. Check this out. If you want to go that extra level, you wouldn't want to put a whole fried egg on this, which is why I used quail eggs, because a whole chicken egg, Bruce Mitchell calls them chicken eggs. Chicken eggs, is because it would cover the entire thing and you wouldn't get to see all the beauty. Yeah. But we do get this if you do a stunning little quail egg.
And let me just say, your technique was stunning on the quail egg.
Thank you. Thank
Flawless.
you. Look at that. Nature's sauce. I'm gonna scoot it so I can eat that bite. Oh, I got the salmon, the tapenade, that egg. This is not gonna be beard friendly. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. That's okay. Have it all over my face, Ethan. Nope. Whoa. The creaminess of the egg took that to another level. I mean, that would be dinner for me. That's a really fun one. So, I guess the takeaway for this one is, you guys have probably seen tapenade before. Try adding the sun-dried tomatoes. Don't forget the zest. The zest is key. So good. The salmon, breaking it into pieces and serving it that way is a lot of fun. If you have like a party, you can even have this as like a platter and people can do it themselves. It's kind of like a, you know, play with your food. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Chef's treat. So I don't know if you can tell. Look how, microphone. That fatty part. Oh. Mm-hmm. Like a salmon chip. That's my jam. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, Click the subscribe button down below. Leave us a comment. You guys want to see more salmon dishes? I mentioned at the top of the episode. Want to see more fish? Want to see more salmon? Tell your friends, share it so it gets a few more views because, you know, I'll make them. They're fun. There you go. That's it. That's all I got, CJ.
Word.
I'm done. You want to try it?
Nope.
I figured. See you guys in the next episode.